$252, that's a bill. That money could go towards rent.
I need to get 500 plus minimum.
A new report claims that the average date now costs millennials $252. Social media ruined it.
City, for example, for 122 bucks, you get a starter, 2 entrees, and 2 cocktails.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Where the f y'all going and where do y'all live?
It should be spent.
You could spend $20 and I'd be good.
On a second date, and the first date went well, go somewhere nicer, maybe like 400.
Building together, not a partnership, but it's a cost of access.
Ladies and gentlemen, dating in 2026. A new report claims that the average date now costs millennials $252. Social media ruined it because everybody thinks they deserve a steak and lobster dinner on day one. Just date who likes you. This won't even be a discussion.
Yeah.
You mean it costs men $252? Honestly, the expectations are unreal today. A lot of girls are asking you to take them to Nobu or Carbone on the first date, fly them out to Dubai, take them to Maldives. Like, it's crazy now. But just like that second comment, yo, date who likes you, because the person who likes you won't make you do all that. Are you spending $252 on a first date? Let me know.
And that's what men need to understand. If a female requires you to spend an arm and a leg, she doesn't like you, because somebody that likes you is fine with just spending time with you. But men know this now. Men have woken up. Like, why would I do that? But these ladies are asking guys to spend prostitution money, because that's what it is. Why would I pay that for you? And then a lot of times, ladies are expecting more the next day. It's crazy. Take a look at this.
Not there, but just anywhere. What you think should be the minimum and the maximum amount they should be spending?
250.
250?
Yeah.
That ain't bad. On the first date.
On the first date, 250.
So
He
what about
said
if they
that
know
ain't
you for a
bad.
little minute, then how much they should be spending?
This man is Trick Daddy. Why do I say that? Yeah, I understand he got a mic. He probably making some money. He's doing his thing. But he's Trick Daddy. With the, he looked like he from Miami with the belly hanging out like he drinks beer all day. I don't mind tricking on some good. I look finger like it. That's that kind of guy. Don't be that guy.
After you get to know me, we need to be going on vacation. Okay. Vacation. But if we did go on a second date, and the first date went well, go somewhere nicer, maybe like 400.
You know, flat curve.
500, something like that. Minimum, I say like
400 for the second day.
max like 500.
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delusional.
It depends what we do though.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad. You cool.
I don't expect much for a
look
first
like
date.
you finna say something crazy. He gotta spend 1,000. No, okay. That should be spent.
You could spend $20 and I'd be good.
There we go.
Go to Snow Bunny has then.
Probably anyone spend over $150 on the first date.
There we go.
I think it really depends. You could really do a lot with $50, and you could do also very little with $150. You get what I mean? I think it's all about the intention and the attention you're giving to the woman.
You see this?
You could do an amazing bomb date for $50 at the park. Get yourself some Publix sub sandwich. But if you let that girl feel every little date is intentional, it'll feel like a $300 date. You feel? You get what I mean?
Okay.
My man just had a lesson right there. I can tell. Because with the females he wanted, he said, oh, that's not that bad. But when females with knowledge laid it down on him, he had nothing to say. Why is that? Right? Because he's trained. He's trained by what he sees females say online, you know, females of this and darker, that, oh, that's not that bad. 400, 500. I got that money. That's at least 3 to 4 bills, but I can spend that. I'm ready to trick $dolly. You can tell who's what by the energy they bring in. Let's continue.
6. New report claims the average date now costs millennials $252. $252? That's a bill. That money could go towards rent. That $252, that's a hair and nail appointment. Like, I'm thinking about what I could do with $252. And my thing is, if it's a first date, that's definitely too much money. The first date should be very low key. We do not know each other. You should not be spending that kind of money on me. I'm sorry. Like,
this girl is single. She trying to get a man.
I don't care what these other girlies say. And I'm not saying that you need to go to McDonald's or it needs to be some cheesy, corny place because it's cheap. I'm talking about, let's meet up for coffee. Let's go to the park and walk around and just talk. Like, $252 is a lot. That's how much you spend on like a birthday dinner. Like, we've been dating for some time. It's your birthday. We at a steakhouse. Please do not spend that kind of money on me. I wouldn't even allow you. Like, if I'm dating a guy and we're just getting to know each other and he's like, oh, I want to take you here. Let's not do that because I don't know you.
Yeah. You see what she said? And I was just joking when I said she's trying to get a man, but she really is trying to get a man. But it's not even that. She's being real. I don't know you. If you're trying to spin that on me, this is how it used to be. A man is trying to get something out of me that I'm not ready to give. That's how ladies used to carry it back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers 20 years ago how it was. Well, you guys are probably young watching this, but seriously, how it was if you was in a club just doing things and saying certain things, it didn't go over too well. Ladies felt the way what you spending, it was wild. Now, spend that money. And certain guys are doing it. Certain guys are used to it. You can tell in this video, in this reaction video today, the last guy was used to it. But a lot of guys are not. They're rejecting that.
26, the average date costs $252. God damn. So a man is expected to pay around $300 just for a fuck. I see why niggas is just buying coochie, nigga. $252 for a date, and you might not.
My man said it. I see why niggas is buying coochie. That's exactly what's happening. I'm not gonna play this because he's playing that song, and that song is gonna demand copyrights. Because man, honestly, you heard Alicia Keys about to come in. No, you can't get away with playing that song for 2 minutes. It messes all up. If you guys want to find his reaction, definitely you can look up the dating in 2026 new report claims the average date now costs millennials $252. You'll find them, but I can't play this because I'll get copyrighted, and then my wife got to play and dance and do the hula hoop, and it's nuts. I won't do it. So I'm gonna keep going. But you heard what he said? What guys are saying? I see why guys are paying for it. It's real.
I'd rather pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done. Word. Rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then taking her out for nice dinners, buying her, and you get the same result in the end anyway. She's still paying for pussy.
Dating in the United States of America has gotten so expensive that nearly half of those who are single right now just have stopped dating. It's no longer worth it for them. Because right now, on average, singles are spending $189 for a night out. That's according to a new Bank of Montreal analysis. That's up 12.5% from $168 last year. And guess who's paying the most? Millennials. Millennials on average are spending $252 for a date night. That's a 32% jump from 2025. Gen Z, well, you're spending $205 on average for a date night, up from $194. 14% of those surveyed spend on average $300 or more for a date night. And when you go out, it's not like you're getting a ton for $200 anymore. There are plenty of taxes. You have to make sure to tip. Restaurants are charging an exorbitant amount of money for anything nowadays. According to a recent study done by Mando Media, in New York City, for example, for $122, you get a starter, 2 entrees, and 2 cocktails. That's it. That's before tax and tip. Are you a single? Have you stopped dating? Is it too expensive? Let me know. Spread the word. Follow for more.
Yeah, and what's happened is inflation. Inflation It's kicking everybody's behind, and they're not giving out jobs like that. And what's happening too, is men are going through the same climate you females are going through. So you see ladies, I make videos about it, ladies struggling to get jobs. There's some men out there struggling to get jobs too. And why would they date in that situation? Right? So you requesting a man to give it all. Certain guys don't have it all. And yeah, I gotta say this. I gotta make this announcement because usually I make it later in the video. If you guys want to know how to make extra income, or even replace what you're doing now, I've been doing this for about 15 years. I've been doing this in the Philippines for 11 years. And I've came here off of working online and did YouTube second. So yes, I was secure in the Philippines from what I do. So if you want to know information, I can show you how to hire others to do work for you. You hire them for less, you make more. Definitely reach out to me. I can even show you how to work online, many different things. But reach out to me. I'm definitely a wealth of information, and I love to help you for very low cost. Let's continue.
Minimum for a day.
Lads, just don't even bother going with her, man. Just block the lead.
Oh my gosh.
What would you deem as an ideal date for yourself?
My ideal day would be to a rooftop restaurant. You take me for dinner and then we go clubbing afterwards.
So you want to go to a rooftop dinner in this economic climate?
Yes.
Darling, I'm taking you to the house to bleed my radiators.
No. That's not what I want. I never said that. He's a liar. I don't want his radiators. I want a rooftop diner.
How much you expect to spend there?
500.
500 so on the first date?
Mm-hmm.
It's delusional.
So you think guys are going to pull down £500 on you for the first date?
Yeah. Why not?
That's a long day, darling.
Why not?
For the first date.
What? Yeah, for 500.
He called it out in real time on the first date.
That's nothing. That should be nothing to the man I acquire.
What does he get back in return then?
Yeah. He doesn't need. He gets my presents in return.
He gets your presents anyway.
Okay, but I need to get 500 plus minimum for a day.
Lads, just don't even bother going with her, man. Just block the lead.
Emotional damage.
Oh my gosh.
So the last guy that took you out, how much he spent on you?
Okay, but he took me to the Ivy and then a hotel. That was about £300. Okay, maybe £500 was pushing it, but.
Oh man. He took me to the Ivy and then the hotel. You probably working with something because the man is like, okay, I'm taking her there. And then I get to cream pie after. That's how guys are thinking. Like, wait a minute. She just said some information. She may have a shot. She may actually say, he took me here and then took me. Yeah. Now you're talking. See? We're getting somewhere, guys. This one was sharing some good information that some guys will say, I'd smash that. Like, if I knew. Like, or say, if I threw it out there and then she went for it, but you can tell she will, it's not so bad. And some certain guys are coming on strong like that. Like, yeah, I took you here. I should have played the video. The guy was like, yeah, you better get it on, dog. Something like that. The guys from the UK too. He was straight bulldogging her, but I get it. It's not right, but that's how men feel nowadays, especially if they're blowing money.
$2 according to people who don't really date. A recent study that came out that says that the average date costs $252. Probably because men are using dinner dates and other expensive activities as a first date, which is flawed already. Instead of dinner or expensive activities, try drinks. The average drink is $15. It's more relaxing, less pressure, and it's even more sexy. No one wants to have sex on a full stomach or with garlic breath. So why are you taking her out on a dinner date? Just make sure the drink date is in a nice place, like a lounge or a rooftop. Save your money and get laid instead. Follow me for more dating truths.
Yeah, that's not gonna work like that unless the girl's a drunkard. Like a lot of girls don't want to go on a first date for drinks. And if a girl did want to go on a first date for drinks, I wouldn't want her. Dead serious. But hold up. You getting You're drinking with me on the first date? You getting like how often do you do this? You know, then you get with her and then you realize she gets loose fast. You know how it is when a girl's having a drink and she's then yeah, you know, she gets real talkative and then, you know, you see she's a little turned on, you know, because you're definitely gonna break the touch barrier, things like that, right? And she's drinking, and then you go, wait a minute, she's kind of easy. I don't know about this. Yeah, it's really like that. This is not a girl. Or you think about it like, I just want to get in and out. Then that be that. But yeah, and a lot of guys are looking for that. But still, I don't know. That's just me. Anybody I can get easy, that's sloppy, I don't want.
Dating in 2026 is going viral right now. It say a new report claims the average date now costs millennials $252. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Where the fuck going and where do y'all live? I feel like these new reports be cap. Who is paying $300 for a date besides these NBA players and rappers? The average person is not paying as much for a first date, second date, third date. 90% of the world is not paying that. Unless you go on a Ruth Chris or Poppy Steak, it ain't gonna cost that much. Most normal people are still going to Chili's and Applebee's. And don't let nobody tell you they too good to go there. One thing I realized, if a girl really like you, she gonna let you take her to them places.
It's true.
It also say Gen Z is spending around $205 per date. I must be living in the right place and y'all living in the wrong place. I don't know if it's some new going on out here that I don't know about, but this is crazy. Most of Gen Z don't even have that much money, so I know for a fact they not taking nobody on no $200 date. These fake reports is getting out of hand. Facts.
It's not a fake report. It's reality. Like, because, and they said it earlier in the video, if a girl wants a steak dinner, steak and lobster, surf and turf, that's the thing, right? I want to go surf and turf. You know, or go surf at the beach and then get some turf there, right? I don't got it. But still, say, for instance, if I took my wife to Ruth Chris, which I do want to take it there because I want to spend that money on my wife, right? Much different, whole different ball game. But it costs that much. Even here, if I took my wife to a real nice restaurant here, it would cost a lot. All around the world, it costs a lot. But still, if you're in a major state like Los Angeles, New York, forget about it. And most people that are dating are in these places.
Fun to date a baddie.
So if we do a weekly blowout, 120.
Okay.
If she goes to like an event once a week, that's like at least like another 150, so that's like 300.
Yep.
Nails, toes, that's another like say $350, $400.
So we're at like 570.
Like you have like the peptides, which is anywhere between like let's say like
peptides,
$180 to $900 a month. On birth control, then you need like hormone regulation stuff and a semi-glutide. So that's like again like $250 and like $1,000.
I said, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Oh, therapy. Therapies, I think anywhere between, depending.
Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Where you go, it's like
She's just
$300
thinking about stuff,
$500 a session. Like an astrologist, which is like
astrologist.
$350. So Ubers, the experience of an Uber,
XL
or black. And then quarterly, you get into Botox anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500. If she gets Trap Tox, that's another like $2,500. If she does full face, it's another $2,500 or $3,000.
Okay.
Equinox.
All right. So on
He's gonna stress.
like what, like $350 a month, $400 a month. Okay. So what you're looking at $100,000 a year?
Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah, definitely.
$100,000 a year.
Notice how dating is framed now. Nothing about building together, not a partnership, but it's a cost of access. And that framing matters because statistically, people misunderstand and overestimate how much men actually earn. Like if you look at the stats, only between 15 to 18% of men earn six figures. And less than 1% of men earn $500,000 or more. Yet, expectations are often built as if high-earning men are everywhere. That illusion, it creates a perception gap. People think men earn more than they do, and there are more high earners than what actually exists. And when the majority is aiming for a very small group of men, the math gets ugly, and then there's a lot of sharing that has to take place. But that's a conversation for another day. But now listen to the language again. She said the cost to date. That's not a wife, not a fiance. That's not even someone that you're in a committed relationship with. That's important because when dating is framed around what it costs to access someone, that's not relational language. That's transactional language. And that logic, it doesn't come from marriage or long-term relationships. That comes from prostitution logic, access in exchange for provision. And what's changed is that prostitution culture, it didn't stay on the margins. It went mainstream, from the music to social media, dating apps, and lifestyle branding. So now you have regular people talking about traditional relationship frameworks, but using prostitution logic without even realizing it. That is a problem. You cannot operate within the structure of a traditional relationship while carrying the mentality of a sex worker. Because one is about covenant, patience, and a shared future. The other one is about leverage, compensation, and extraction. Those two mindsets don't produce healthy, productive relationships. They only produce resentment. There was no mention of the value add to the man. No talk about increasing his position, his peace, or his wealth. It was only about cost and spending. And this is exactly why men have to protect their resources and not just wealthy men. Because a man with resources, they can afford inefficiency. A man without any resources, they can't afford this type of waste. A lot of people will say, well, broke man, they don't have to worry about this because they don't have anything to take. And that's backwards thinking. Because when you have very little, mismanagement hurts you more, not less. Yes. The reality is many people, they don't care how much you have. They'll take from abundance and they'll take from scarcity. They're not asking whether it's sustainable. They only want to know if it's accessible.
That's it. And that's all ladies require. They don't care how you get it. That's why they'll date. That's why you see black females say, give me the scammer. They say things like that because they don't care how you get it. They don't care what you risk to get it. So men are out there taking penitentiary chances, and you notice something from the interviews, right? The guy that was interviewing, when he interviewed the black females, what did they say? And what did the others say? They said $50, $150 max. The other one black female said, if a guy spends more than 150 on me, that's a problem. But what was she? She was older. I'm not trying to say all black females are screwed. I'm trying to say most. And that's facts.
Miami.
In Miami, like over $100, probably like $200.
You could hear the cholesterol in her voice.
Well, I mean, I think that's minimum. The average because everything is expensive, but
Does that mean that he's gonna get sex afterwards?
no, it does not mean that. Not necessarily. It depends on the vibe for me.
So if he's spending $250 on a first date,
May get a kiss. On a first date? Yes.
you willing to split the bill with him?
No. Yes. No. Not on a first date. You pay.
Wait a minute.
I say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Stop it right there. The bomb, the grenade is trying to demand everything.
Always complaining. I'm hungry.
And the baddie said, I would split the bill on her first date. And she's in Miami. Guys, go find her, go hunt her down, and say, you my wife. Seriously. She said yes. The bad one. The grenade said, no, he better pay that for me. Stomach wiggling and everything. See the wiggle? Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. The other girl said, yeah, I don't mind. No, jiggle, 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 jiggle. No, he better jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. He might get a kiss. Gotta be kidding me.
For my first like 8 dates.
First 8 dates?
That's like drastic.
Criteria,
But I would probably say I'd probably say like 5 or 6 dates.
So when do you start paying for them?
Like after we're officially like not official, but like after we're like we're consistently dating and you're consistent as you know, because at first you don't know if they're just seeing you or if they're just seeing other people, you know.
So at what point in his spending spree does he get sex?
It depends, really.
Man, who dominated the mic? You guys saw it. The grenade. dominated the mic. And you're in Miami too. Guys, what happens in Miami? She'd probably go to a club and wouldn't get in. You guys know that. You hear about that. It happens all the time. Females go to the club being fat. Her friend, they would let her right in. Be like, no, you can't come in. Why? Because she brings out, I expect her all energy. Just because you feed yourself whatever you want, we can see that. Doesn't mean a man should too. That girl standing right next to you is probably like, she probably tells guys, I don't know what's wrong with her. And they don't talk to her anyway. Like, oh yeah. And then her, she's splitting bills. She is a wife. The girl next to her is a wife. I'll say this. The girl next to her needs to find new friends. Because I usually would say, you're the company you keep. But you can see this girl is not even like her. But you know what's going to happen? You're dating her. She's getting knowledge from the one with no man, right? Girls with no man keeping their other friend single would keep her single. This is sad, man. You ladies got to see it. Stop hanging out with that girl. If you ever see this video, I know you love her. I know you love her to death. I know that's probably your best friend. She tells you like it is. But yeah, be cool with her from afar. Hang out with her. But when it comes to guys, getting no advice. Seriously. Because she'll ruin you.
I ain't doing that. I ain't just sign you out, take you shopping. I ain't one of them type guys.
Yeah.
I pay you to leave.
What's the most you ever paid somebody to leave, baby?
Couple thousand.
Depending
on where I gotta go. How quick I need you to leave. Yeah? It depends on the price. Yeah.
Oh man.
Girls don't deserve to get the first date paid for, but if a guy feels that way going on a date with me, I'd rather him that we just don't go on the date.
Yeah.
If he thinks that. Yeah.
So I understand that women can be the most degenerate ever.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be doing OnlyFans, they can be prostitutes. And men will take them on dates, even knowing what they do, and they'll still pay for the date.
Yeah,
so
but if they want to pay for it.
But there's a difference between women still getting the treatment and women deserving the treatment. And so I'm looking at the landscape of dating, and I, as a bird, like bird's eye view down, I'm looking at the landscape, and I'm like, oh, she fucked a guy last night? That's bullshit. She doesn't deserve traditional treatment. She doesn't deserve it. She shouldn't even ask for that.
Yeah, but if you're going on a date and you know that and you're uncomfortable with it, why go on the date, period?
So I agree. I would tell men, don't deal with these trifling hoes. Don't deal with them. I agree. I would tell them not to.
If they're voluntarily going on the date,
okay,
then...
But here's the different framing then. I would look at that woman who, you know what? She's good looking, but she's a hoe. Guys will trick, guys will simp, guys will pay for the date.
3 on the first date. I said it once and I said it again. There are way too many people on the internet that are like disguising prostitution as dating about. You guys are taking tips and tricks about relationships, hell, even financial things, life things, friendship things from people that don't have any type of success in the areas in which they are speaking to you about. Because that was one of the dumbest things I ever heard. As a person who likes food and cooking, as long as the factory of the cheesecake has that brown bread and that crab artichoke dip, I shall be a customer, okay? As long as I'm alive, they got one. A lot of you are altering your entire lives based off people that literally couldn't tell the police your first name if you were getting kidnapped by Ted Bundy today. Just please stop. Cheesecake Factory is good, and if you don't like it, just don't eat there. But it's not you're a low value because you eat there. Please stop.
That girl said it, boy. And she meant every word she said. You know what song I had in my head? Big Birthday. I just want know.
Who is this? Is that Big Shirley?
She going to the Cheesecake Factory like, I love me some cheese. Yeah, you know what's wild? A guy would get her. Why? Because her mind is not in space, right? Some girl's head is so big, so much helium in the brain, their mind is in space. I deserve it all. Surf and turf, roof Chris, the best hibachi. And as we see her, right? She's not like that. But the other girl who was like that with the friend was a fat girl. And then it was wild because her skinny friend was like, I'll pay for it. Oh, we're not paying for it? Like, what's going on? But see, but this shows one thing. There's still good females around. You just gotta find them. It's hard. It's like a needle in a haystack, especially in the West. You can find them, but it's a needle in a haystack. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. It's free to subscribe. And also, if you want to learn how to make money online and secure yourself an income or even an extra income, definitely reach out to me. I can help. You'll see my link down in the description. But yeah, guys, peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.